Hare Krishna, Namaste.
Chapter 13 is entitled as kṣetra-kṣetrajñayor, also as Prakriti Purusha Vibhaga Yoga, also as Prakriti Purusha Viveka Yoga. Chapter 13, Sloka 3. kṣetra-jñaṁ cāpi mām viddhi sarva-kṣetreṣu bhārata kṣetra-kṣetrajñayor jñānaṁ jñānaṁ mataṁ. Bharata, Arjuna, sarva-kṣetreṣu, in all the bodies, kṣetra-jñaṁ cāpi, and also in the self, mām viddhi, know me, kṣetra-kṣetrajñayor, regarding the body and the self, jñānaṁ, which knowledge exists, tat, only that, jñānaṁ is knowledge. This is mama mataṁ, my doctrine, my opinion. Translation: O son of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion. This is one of those very important sloka that has to be understood clearly. Here, Krishna is saying, understand that in all the bodies, the material bodies that we see, the self, that is the Atma, who is the knower of that body, is also me. So Krishna is saying that Atma who knows or has the knowledge of the sharira, the body, is himself. This becomes a subject matter for discussion by many various schools of thought, philosophers. So, is Atma one or Atma many? If Krishna is saying, I am that Atma who is present in all the bodies, and I am the knower of the body. So the question is, what about Jivatma? Does it mean there is no Jivatma, it is only Paramatma? Is many Paramatmas, or is it one Paramatma? So is God himself understanding about the body? There are a lot of questions that might arise on this particular sloka. In the moksha stage, in the liberated state, the body, which is made of the panchabhuta, that comes from the prakriti, and which is mixed with the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, does not exist. Therefore, the Atma in the moksha stage, who is fully aware, will not have any relationship or will not relate itself with the body, because the body does not exist in the moksha stage, the material body. Therefore, it will not get into the delusion of dehatma buddhi, that I am this body. Body and Atma are one and the same. So this delusion does not happen in the moksha stage. Whereas in the conditioned state, our intelligence is completely covered. And when we say in a conditioned state, that means we are living in this body. And we identify ourselves with this body. So here, kṣetra-jñaṁ is the one who lives in the body and understand that he is Atma and this is his body. So the Atma, the living entity, lives inside the body. Likewise, Paramatma, the Supreme Atma, is also residing within that Atma. So the Atma, the living entity, resides in the body, whereas Paramatma resides within that Atma. So for the Atma, living entity, the body becomes part and parcel for that Atma. Likewise, the living entities becomes part and parcel of Paramatma, which also includes the body itself. Therefore, both sentient and non-sentient objects, things, they all become part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. So in this sloka, the term api refers to the body called kṣetra. This implies that the body also is Krishna, the absolute Supreme Personality of Godhead. By stating that the body is the Supreme Lord and its life, the self, also is Krishna. So let me repeat this one. Here it says the body is Krishna, Jivatma is Krishna. That doesn't mean that Bhagwan or Krishna is the only one and Krishna is same as Jivatma, Krishna is same as the body. There is no difference. They are one and the same. That is not what is being discussed here. Because saying that is very inappropriate. This topic has been discussed previously in several places, that the self, Jivatma, and the Paramatma, Super Soul, are two different entities. They are not one and the same. Therefore, one should not get confused when they read this sloka that oneness is being promoted over here, that Atma, Jivatma are one and the same. When we read in 7th chapter, 5th sloka, Krishna has explicitly said that the individual self, called Para Prakriti, is subservient to him. Also, Arjuna describes that you, Krishna, pervade everything and are its indweller, meaning you pervade in everything, plus also you are the inner soul of everything. That we learned from this 11th chapter, 40th sloka. Therefore, Mam can only mean here having me as its self. As we saw in the previous sloka, the usage of phrases such as I am a man, I am a deva, only proves that I refers to the self and the man or deva refers to the body. Such being the case, one who knows that the self is different from the body still speaks in terms of I am a man, I am a deva, I am tall, I am short, etc. This is only because the body is an inseparable attribute. Therefore, one speaks, even though they understand they are not this body, they still use the phrases I am a man, I am a devata, I am so and so. Now, keeping that in mind, the entire universe in the form of sentient and non-sentient beings exists as an inseparable attribute of Krishna, as part and parcel of Krishna. Hence, it is said everything is He only, Krishna only. Our body is sustained by us, it is controlled by us, it is subservient to us. For this reason, it exists as our body. That is the purpose of the body, to satisfy these conditions. Similarly, we too are sustained by Krishna, sustained by Him, controlled by Him, and subservient to Him alone. Which means that Krishna is the Antaratma, He is the indweller, and we are all part and parcel of Krishna. So this is the point that has been emphasized in this sloka, the relationship between the Lord and the living entities and the Prakriti. With this understanding, we will be seeing more details that yet to come in the next part.
Namaste. Hare Krishna.